UCLA women's basketball team already has the formula in front of it, but now the standard has to rise even higher because South Carolina does not just test talent. South Carolina tests structure, discipline, composure, rebounding, and whether a team can stay connected when every possession starts to feel heavier. This is not a game UCLA can win by just playing hard for stretches. This has to be a full 40-minute championship performance with force, control, and real defensive discipline. Starting lineup: Kiki Rice. Control the game at the point of attack, protect the ball, handle pressure, and make sure UCLA's offense gets into its actions cleanly without letting South Carolina speed everything up. Charlisse Leger-Walker. Keep the offense organized, stay poised under pressure, make the right reads when the defense loads up, and help UCLA stay calm when possessions get physical and crowded. Gabriela Jaquez. Bring toughness, rebounding, physical defense, and winning plays on both ends. This game needs her discipline, strength, and activity around the glass. Dugalić. Start this game with size, strength, rebounding, and front court stability. UCLA needs Angela on the floor early to help absorb the physicality, battle in the paint, and make South Carolina work for every catch and every extra position. Betts. Own the paint. Demand deep catches, protect the rim, control the boards, and make South Carolina feel her presence on every possession. UCLA has to feed Lauren with purpose and keep the floor spaced around her. This is Sergio Betts from Westwood, Los Angeles, and this channel is dedicated to UCLA women's basketball analysis with real urgency, real structure, and real purpose. This is not just about hype. This is about whether the UCLA women's basketball team can play a championship game on championship terms against one of the hardest, most physical teams in the country. Key rotation, bench impact. Gianna Kneepkens. If Gianna comes in, UCLA needs her spacing, shooting, and quick offensive decision-making to punish weak closeouts and make South Carolina pay for collapsing too hard. Sienna Betts. Bring energy, activity, rebounding, help, and defensive size. Her minutes have to keep the physical level high and protect UCLA from losing force when the rotation changes. This cannot become a game where South Carolina gets comfortable. The UCLA women's basketball team has to make this difficult from the opening tip. Lock down defensively, shrink the floor, contest everything, finish every possession. South Carolina wants paint pressure, second chances, crowded catches, late entries, emotional fuel from free throws, and possessions that get heavier the messier they become. UCLA cannot let that become the rhythm of the game. Defensive adjustments. The UCLA women's basketball team has to lock down defensively and make South Carolina uncomfortable on every trip. That means protecting the paint without fouling, eliminating second chance points, crowding every catch, and refusing to give South Carolina easy rhythm through free throws, loose rebounds, or broken floor possessions. UCLA has to rebound with 5, communicate through every action, and make every post touch, drive, and kick out feel crowded and difficult. South Carolina cannot be allowed to live on extra possessions. One shot and done has to be the rule. UCLA has to remove the easy putbacks, remove the emotional lift that comes from offensive rebounds, and remove the fouls that let South Carolina reset itself at the line. This game will swing if UCLA gets soft on the glass or loses discipline after the first stop. UCLA also has to stay alert to the game inside the game. If South Carolina changes coverages after a timeout, changes how it guards Lauren Betts, tightens the help, or sharpens the weak side closeouts, UCLA cannot spend 2 or 3 possessions figuring it out. The recognition has to be immediate. The response has to be immediate. This is where championship-level poise matters most. Offensive adjustments against South Carolina's defense. UCLA has to attack with purpose and patience. Feed Lauren Betts with strong angles, better timing, and real intent. Do not float passes. Do not wait too late to enter the ball. Do not let catches get pushed too far off the block. The guards have to make clean reads, keep the floor balanced, and make South Carolina defend full possessions instead of letting the game become rushed and scattered. Turnovers have to stay in the single digits. That is one of the biggest keys in the entire game. South Carolina wants careless passes, rushed dribbles, broken spacing, and live ball mistakes that turn into momentum and chaos. UCLA cannot give that away. Kiki Rice and the UCLA guards have to control the ball, stay strong under pressure, and make the simple winning play over and over again. Weak side activity also matters in this game. UCLA cannot stand and watch once Lauren catches it. The spacing has to stay alive, the cuts have to stay sharp, the help defender has to be punished, South Carolina has to be punished, South Carolina has to feel that every time it crowds Lauren, UCLA is ready with the next read. Championship focus. Lauren Betts already gave UCLA the formula. Come out aggressive, stay connected, trust what got you here. But against South Carolina, that formula has to be carried out with even more detail. This is not just UCLA versus South Carolina's roster. This is UCLA versus a Dawn Staley game. That means physical possessions, pressure on the paint, hard rebounds, emotional swings, and constant attempts to drag the game into chaos. The UCLA women's basketball team cannot just hope effort is enough. They have to defend with force, rebound with discipline, protect the ball, feed Lauren with purpose, and make South Carolina work through resistance every single possession. If UCLA keeps the game organized, limits turnovers, controls the glass, and stays locked in defensively, the path is there. But it has to be done with championship discipline for the full 40 minutes. Bring the discipline, bring the toughness, bring the structure, and bring home the national championship. Go Bruins.